Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth, and we're back with some puppy action. We did the cats, well, one of the cats, and we're going to do one of the dogs today. This little guy here just looks like he is having so much fun, like a ray of sunshine, right? And I was like, you know what? A ray of sunshine is what he is. So we're also using the, what is this one called? Sunrays. We're using the 6x6 Sunrays stencils, also by Simon Hurley. If you have other Sunrays, I'm sure they'll be perfect. But yeah, look at this. It's cute. It gives you 2 stencils and then it leaves a white void in between, which means if we ink blend first and then stencil over that, it's going to be a lot of fun. So what we're going to do is, for all of my yellow peeps out there, we're going to do yellow first. Because of the wonderful things we do. And so this is my shooting star yellow brush. Isn't that just beautimous? Okay, are you ready? Ink blending. So if you've got a new brush, you're gonna need to get some ink on that. And it's not wasteful, because eventually you will be using it. And all that's going to be is stained, right? Because all the juicy juice stuff, all of the actual ink will be on your card. And you see how lovely that is? It just blends on there so beautifully. Look at that. Oh, man. Shooting Star is like the creme de creme of yellows. I'm not a yellow fan, so when I tell you it's beautiful, know that it really is. So as I'm ink blending, I'm pulling the ink off my glass mat right back onto this card. Now, if I get the ink off the ink pad and go right here, it's going to be really dark. So I always start it on the glass mat. Sometimes I forget, and then I'm trying to work out a dark mark. So you'll see it's pretty quick, but I tap and then start right off the edge there. Okay? Because you can always go back in and make it darker, however you want to do. Get that nice and inky. Okay, so there's my lightest color. And it's blotchy. I don't always do a good job, but it still looks good. Okay, so we have our shooting star. Beautiful color. Then we're going to go with, let's do orange. Let's do an orange. Okay, we're going to get some guppy. Oh, yeah. Where's my Sunrays? So we're going to do our first ray with the guppy. That means when we put this down, our areas, our white paper, the white streaks are going to be yellow. And because we're staying in the same color family, we're not going to make mud or anything. Now, this is a very new brush. Ooh. A friend of mine sent me these ones are bigger than my normal brushes. And so I'll be able to do backgrounds much quicker. Oh, look at that. Just plop that down. Ooh, now because the stencil is here, I don't have to start off the glass mat because I'm literally starting right on the stencil and pulling that out. Oops. Let's not be too hasty. And I should have put it in my stamp wheel and held it down. But, you know, sometimes I get a little excited and I get impatient. And I just want to blend. You know what I mean? Just blend. and get that in there. Ooh, look at that. There's a little spot right there. Ooh. Okay, now I'm gonna, yeah. Get. Oh, look at that. I made a little mark, but it's all right. It's all right. We're gonna set that there. And we're gonna ink that up. Ooh, so pretty. Look at that. Just look at that. I'm gonna actually rotate this around so I can hold it over here. Oh my goodness. If I would have grabbed my, if I'd have grabbed my tool, this would have been way quicker. But like I said, you don't have to have all the fancy tools. You can still get it done without a stamping wheel. Stamping wheel just makes life easier. And to be fair, I didn't grab my stamping wheel because it's still dirty, because I haven't cleaned it. And I didn't want to clean it. I just wanted to make a card. I know you guys can relate, but look at there. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, so fabulous. All right, and here's our last color. Now see, we're gonna position this so that each of our rays has a little bit of overage. You see that? Kind of like lining up a die when you go to cut it out. Okay, but this time, you know what? I think we need some paste. I know it's not clean. We're gonna use it anyways, you guys, because I think we just need to. I'll just stick this in here from the last time. Okay, so there's that. And I think it goes, I don't know how it goes. Maybe this way. Okay. If you, so there is a right or wrong way if you're using a sticky mat, because the Simon Hurley stencils have a coating on them, and the sticky mat will actually pull up that coating. I mean, it doesn't ruin it. I mean, it just makes it less attractive is all. But we're going to press that in there. Everybody's going to get pressed in there. And we're going to grab some solar paste. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Let's grab our spatula. Oh, no, not that one, because it don't fit in there. Let's try again. Let's try again. Here we go. We're going to grab our spatula. Ooh, look at this. So solar paste is a bit different from lunar paste, and I would say different from a lot of other pastes because it's kind of a translucent. It's kind of see-through, right? It's not... Oh my gosh, look at that. Just... Ooh, 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 ooh. So we can kind of see that yellow still under there. Okay, that's key. This is so unique. Now, I'm trying not to move it back and forth, okay, because what happens is it will activate the ink underneath, and then it won't be this weird creamy color. It'll actually pick up the color of the ink below if your ink is water reactive. Okay, so like your oxides and stuff, this would definitely react with those. And I'm just pulling in one direction. I need to put that, there we go. Always use more than you think you need because you can put it back. Okay. And it looks like I got something in there. So we'll get that out. And see, it mixed with a little bit of ink. I think there's something on my spatula, to be honest, but that's okay. We'll do our best. There we go. We scrape our extra into there. There's not a ton left on my stencil, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to clean it off. Okay, I don't want to leave it too long, because what's going to happen is it's going to dry and be a pain to clean. So I'm going to peel this up just like so, and there it is. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to do some cleanup, and then I'll return when this is dry. Maybe 30 minutes, because I've got it kind of thick in some areas. Okay, but I'm just going to pop this off, set it somewhere safe so that I can wash and dry this. So I'll see you in just a moment. All right, our panel is still drying, but I pretty much cleaned up. So I thought I would come in with my Misty. See if we can get it to stick. I've got powder all over this bad girl. Woo! All that glitter. She was out partying. No, I'm just joking. Little too free with the embossing powder. Come on, stick. So we've got our happy sunshine dog. He could be laying on his back, being silly with a ball in his mouth, or he could be jumping up to catch said ball. But we're gonna stamp this little guy out. Maybe not. Thank goodness for grid lines, right? Please stay. That's all I ask. Please stay. Now, this is the first time using this stamp, so what we're going to do is condition it. Okay, we're going to get it in shape by squeezing some water in our lint-free cloth. You could use your fingers. You could do this. You've seen Miss Kathy Zilski, and if you haven't, you should. She'll pet them. It's a good time to pet your pooch. Okay, give them a little, because there's factory gookies on here, and the factory gookies are going to stop it from making a beautiful impression. Now, the cat we did yesterday, we did in Weeping Willow. So today, we're going to have a cookie dough dog. We're going to have a cookie dough dog. Dog. And hopefully my little piece of paper will stay put. Okay. And I definitely missed his little toesies. Let's try that again. Let's ink that up. Get those little toesies. Oh, look at that. And because I'm using a positioner, I can go in a couple of times where I think it's not getting good. The Simon Hurley inks are not going to give you 100% perfect coverage, okay? It's going to be a little splotty. You'll have to go over it a few times if you want a little bit more perfect. This does not bother me. That's why I like his inks. They're unique. They do interesting things with different surfaces. Yeah, it makes my heart doggone happy. But look it, he's a cookie dough dog. I bet you he would love some cookie dough. So I'm just cleaning my little stamp. I'm going to get him put away so I don't lose him. Because, you know, that's a goal. Don't lose our stuff. We're going to stick him right back in there. Just like so. And I love this set. It comes with extra balls. So even if you get the cat set, like this one could be, you could put extra little lines in it for like a cat ball, and this one too, you could do these in colors, and your cat would have little cat balls. Maybe your cat likes little tennis balls. So you can use some of these with your cats too. I know some cats like to chew on bones. Give them a little kitty bone. Let's see if this die... Yes, it will. I love it when they fit through the sidekick. That means I don't have to get out all the big plates. I just grab my little buddy, our little sidekick, and we put that on there. Look, I even knew. I was like, yep, it's going to fit. But I need to tape it down a little bit because it will move and it will make a mockery of what's going on. It's got a little gunk right there, but that's okay. Do you guys know what I did with my tape? I know where I've got some spares hanging out on my laptop there. So we're just going to adjust this die so that we have about an even amount of white space all around. Okay. All right. That looks good. We're going to stick that right there. We're going to put that just like that. We're going to sandwich this together. You can see I really use this sidekick. He's a good little buddy. Good little buddy. And then what do we got? We got our, oh my goodness, look it. Isn't he cute? Our happy-go-lucky dog. Oh, so fabulous. And then we just need to see if her card panel is dry. So please hold while I go grab that. All right. So I did hit this with the heat tool to help it dry. And then I just trimmed a 1/4 inch off of a long side and a short side so that we would have a cute little border on our card base. However, Houston, we have a problem. He is too light. He doesn't stand out enough. But that's okay, because I fixed it. We just changed up the color. And so we used the Weeping Willow, the same color we used on our cat. And look, doesn't he just look happier? I was hoping that even though these are light colors, they're bright and vibrant, but just not enough for this little guy. This little cookie dough guy, he's going to need some dark colors, like a dark purple, dark blues, dark colors behind him to let him pop. So for today, we're gonna save this guy, and then we're gonna go with this, and we're gonna have that lovely color on there. So all we got to do now is assemble. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And it's not lemon, it's glue. No. And I am using Barely Arts glue. I'm finding, if you've seen other crafters using these, I recommend them. I don't know, they're just way easy to use. And, you know, you can have a couple on hand. I got a little 4-pack of these. I think I got them at the Dollar Tree, to be honest. The Dollar Tree's got all the goods these days. But, yeah, so, but I won't know what the Dollar Tree will have for a few months because I'm going to avoid it like the plague. Gonna avoid all the craft stores because I'm on a no-buy. So all the goodies you see, I've either already had and hadn't used, or I bought them at the end of 2023, like this guy. He was the last of 2023 purchase. And I'm still on some design teams, so I'll still be getting some free product to do reviews on. And you guys know we have good companies out there. So all we got to do is really decide how we want our fun-loving pooch on there. I think I kind of want his little bean body to go like this. He's just, oh my goodness, he's happy. He's a happy little bean. But you know, we could stabilize him and glue him to his counterpart. You know, and then we could put him on a little action wobbler. Let's do that. I'm going to cut one more of these out. Nothing fancy. We're just going to make sure this fits on here. We're going to cut one more out. Okay, that way there we get a 3-stack sandwich. See, we cut that out for a reason. We were just in anticipation, right? We knew. So there's that. We're going to glue all these guys together. Get that glued, and then he'll be wobbly-tastic. Wibbles wobbles. Or no, it was Weebles wobbles. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. They even had a cartoon. What was your guys' favorite Saturday morning cartoon? Mine was Batman. I'm Batman. All right. And Tasmanian Devil, Oscar the Grouch. Do you see a theme? There we go. Okay. And then all we got to do is reach up here into the abyss. And we're going to grab ourselves a little action wobbler. And look, we're going to use one of these ginormous ones that I bought online and was like, maybe next time don't buy them online because these are terrible. Look at that. This pooch is going to have a roll in the hay. Okay, and I wanted his bean body to kind of go like so. He's just one happy-go-lucky guy. Look at that. Oh my God. He is just springy. He would definitely need extra postage, a little padding to go over, and then when they pull him out, he would just be ah, look at him go. So there is our sproing cappy little pooch who is chasing after the good life on our beautiful, look at that. Can you see that shine? And this is the Royal Flush. So it's got like a creamy, clear-ish, so you can kind of see that yellow underneath. Especially if you go on a little bit thinner, you'll still see some of that yellow poke through. And then when you tilt it, that purple mica shows up. And it's just ba-bam. Look at that. And then we have Roar for our orange and Shooting Star for the yellow. They just go together so nicely. And if you are not impatient and you tack your stuff down, you're not going to have all of this shady stuff going on. But thank you for hanging out with me. Stay crafty, my friends, and we will see you next time right here on the channel. Have a rough and good day. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. Bye-bye.